School's back in full swing, and we visited Baylor Scott and White Medical Center in Round Rock, Texas, where Dr. Ross Tobelman gave us some tips on getting a physical, vaccinations, eating healthy, and good sleeping habits. First, he gave us some advice on getting a physical and staying healthy.
Most public schools require that you have a back-to-school physical before you can kind of engage in some of the PE and things like that. And they're also requiring that you have up-to-date immunizations unless you have a waiver. So it's very important that before your kids go back to school that you make an appointment with their primary care physician. That way they can do a general health care assessment of your child, make sure that they're up to date on their vaccinations, make sure that there's no concerns coming into the school year.
Physicals check for overall wellness and check your child's strength and flexibility to ensure they can participate in school activities like PE and recess. Next, Dr. Tobelman wants parents to know about immunizations for your child.
All vaccines are optional. It's my medical opinion that people should be vaccinated because I think it's the best way to prevent population disease. However, that's an individual parent's choice. There has been no proven evidence of any vaccine that's been associated with any disease or autism or anything like that.
Dr. Tobelman recommends the flu vaccine and the HPV vaccine once young men and women get into the reproductive age. The HPV vaccine can prevent human papillomavirus and cervical cancer. Some states require hepatitis A and B vaccinations. Hepatitis is a potentially life-threatening liver infection caused by the hepatitis B virus. Make sure to check with your school district to see what shots your child needs. Now that we've covered what schools require, let's talk about keeping kids focused and ready to learn.
Really what the most important thing to do is to eat a well-balanced diet. You don't want too much of one thing, you don't want too little of another thing, so you want to make sure that you have some protein, you want to make sure that you have some carbs, fruits and vegetables.
Avoiding sodas and sugary foods, along with eating a well-balanced diet and staying hydrated, are the most important things according to Dr. Tobelman. Starting the day with a good breakfast rich in carbohydrates and proteins, something like whole grain cereal is a really good option. Last, we know school gets hectic, so we asked Dr. Tobelman the best ways to manage stress and get enough sleep.
As kids get older, there's more and more stress and strains on them in the school, with extracurricular activities, after school activities, and all that kind of stuff. But as we've studied, it's very important for brain development that children get an adequate amount of sleep.
Dr. Tobelman says 10 to 12 hours of sleep is the best for a growing brain in children, and teens need about 8 to 10 hours. Some suggestions to make this easier is to reduce or eliminate screen time 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, so your child is not getting that photostimulation that prevents REM sleep, the stage of sleep where your body recovers most from the day before. dailyRx knows getting ready to go back to school can be a stressful time. We hope these tips offer some guidance to start your child off right this school year with the physical, all their vaccines, and getting the right foods and right amount of sleep. For dailyRx, I'm Kylie Badgley.